Is your water just water? Miss the taste of home? Well, now you can bring the REZ with you, no matter where you are. Introducing REZ Water. Why drink water with no taste? Rust, calcium, dirt, and debris. It's all in your glass anytime you want it. Order now and have it delivered to your home, your office. Take it with you to the park.
Is this a party in my mouth?
Look for your REZ Water depot at your local REZ gas station.
REZ Water.
Now available in light, dark, and extra murky.
Cheers.
REZ Water. Why drink water with no taste?
It's okay, it's alright. What's your number, baby? I'm going reaching tonight. It's okay, it's alright. What's your number, baby? I'm going reaching tonight.
Oh, Tansi! Tansi, it's good to see you. It's not too often that I have visitors. Astamata, pe. Come and sit down. I'm gonna tell you a story. Now, I've gotten a lot of inbox messages from my REZFox.com profile, asking me to share more native legends. And that's what I'm going to do. I feel it is my duty, my calling, to share with yous more native legends, especially the one about the Sasquatch Whisper. I was only 11 at the time. I traveled for days and days, with no food and no cell phone coverage. I was only guided by the rays of the moon sun. I fought my way through the dense bush and come across to this open clearing that I can just sense that no white man has been before, because there was no gas, oil, mining, or good farmland. And then I saw it. It was the size of 4 Indian bannocks. It's about that big. Oh wait, it's about that big. It's about as big as my toe. Anyways, I looked up and I saw a big fistful of hair on a branch, So I grabbed that hair and I was looking at it, checking it out, And I can tell by that point that it's Sasquatch fur, 'cause it smelled funky and nasty and musty and stink. However, I also knew the legend of the Sasquatch Whisper, where if you took this Sasquatch fur, rubbed it all over your face, and you stood in the Sasquatch print where only minutes before that a Sasquatch stood, you would hear the low whisper of wisdom. I was listening and listening. I cupped my hand around my ear to make out what I was hearing better. And then I heard it. Tap way. Now, when it happened to my mushum, he said it happened in his left ear. But for me, it happened in my right ear. But anyway, he also said that when it happens to you, you'll never get a message that you're not ready for. So I listened closely. I listened as hard as I could. It was such a low whisper. This is what it said. You were holding the fur from my bum. Wasn't what I expected, but that's what it said to me. And from that day forth, I learned this. Never hold any stinky, nasty, funky, dank fur next to your face. Hey.
And now, poignant moments in history. Sure, I'll have some blankets. Need to hit the bar, the casino, the bingo, but can't find a babysitter? Triple B Inc. introduces the new tool for getting out, with no worries about who'll watch the kids. Just pop in the new CD, Waiting for Mom and Pop. Kids will be entertained for a full 12 hours with such classic tracks as
Oh, Mom and Dad will be back soon. We'll just hold it. If you have to go to the bathroom.
and timeless treasures like
Don't worry about any looks, 'cause you got chips, pops, and comic books.
Rest easy in the bar, knowing your kids are having a good time. The new CD, Waiting for Mom and Pop, will keep those little tykes happy for hours. Play a few more VLTs, stay for one more, play one more bonanza. Just put it on repeat, and you're good to go. The new CD, Waiting for Mom and Pop.
Waiting can seem so hard, but Mama has to play one more card.
Available now at all REZ gas stations and fine music stores all over Indian country.
I thought you said your auntie's second cousin's best friend's roommate said the powwow was here.
Welcome to REZ News at 4 Moons. Like Canada, always late, always breaking treaties. I'm your host, Elvis Elliott.
And I'm your other host, Brock Stonewood. Our top-notch news team is here to bring you the very latest in news, weather, hickey, sports. Elvis?
Our top news stories. Celebrity fashion is a powerful industry filled with sexiness, drugs, riches, and fancy things. It is no wonder that today's hottest celebrities are beginning to reveal their native ancestry, because we're just that damn hot. To find out what it means to be a newfound Aboriginal mega superstar, REZ News' own Brock Stonewood has issued this report.
Thank you, Elvis. The new breed of Indian celebrities carry platinum treaty card status, wear Uglucks in the summer and strapless breech cloth in the winter, and tend to spend more than a dirty chief at the end of the month.
Well, that's banging a chicken on a drum if I've ever seen one.
Have you?
That wasn't the point.
This just in, I have a giant mole on my inner thigh that I'd love to show you all, if it wasn't for this nasty, irritating rash. Environmental groups are outraged as the Tories have announced that very little is being done to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Speaking of greenhouse gas emissions. This just in, I highly recommend wearing animal skin underwear. That is, if you don't have a nasty, festering rash.
And now weather with Wayne Cloud.
Thanks, Elvis. Well, sometimes the weather can be hard to live with, and it doesn't always agree with you, right? For example, that cold front of family of weather systems that came in last week looks to be sticking around with us. I was hoping to be gone by Friday, but it looks like it'll be here till the end of the weekend. In its wake, it's leaving a very dry, temperate weather. In particular, the right in the southern middle part of the province, dry, very dry, and it's keeping everything from getting up. The temperature is not going to rise. There's reasons why it won't rise, right? There's the barometric pressure, the humidex, conflicting weather systems that come in and cause that to happen, to keep everything dry from that middle region there. You know what, Elvis? That's the weather.
Maybe he should try a little bit more forecast before he goes to bed.
Anyway, I'm Brock Stonewood. He's Elvis Elliott. That's the REZ News as we've read it, as always, with fiery ambivalence. Good night.
Hi. Take sick.
Hey, Indian, you like the sound of a loon? Does it make you get real sexual in your pantses? Me too. Come on down to the gas bar where you have a perfect view of the lake. You can just listen to those loons. Awoo, awoo, awoo.
When you've got the will, all you need are the skills. Survival skills with Broady.
Hey, how you doing? Broady here. Now, let me tell you something. People have been asking about my past. This is all you need to know about my past. Death came knocking on my door 4 separate occasions. Each time, I kicked open that door, grabbed him by the face, and I slapped him in the ear. That's all you need to know, right? Okay, moving on. I like to go walk in the bush. In that good way. It does remind me better times. Back as a young man, going with my buddies down to the river, catching frogs, telling tall stories. Yeah, that was good till those priests came by and took us away. Anyway, observing. I like looking, observing nature. You know, the sun, the wind. Speaking of that, I'm sensing something here. Yeah, the position of the sun, that gentle breeze coming on me, the barometric pressure, and I can taste it in the air, a little bit of humidity. Yeah. That pine cone right over there, eh? That thing's gonna fall off right about now. See there? All you need to do is observe, and you can learn everything you need to about nature. Now I got a letter from a faithful viewer asking, hey, Broady, what do you do when fire's not readily available? And how do you go about making it? Well, myself, I've caught lightning in my eyes, so I can start a fire at will. All right? But for the rest of you, you're gonna need heat. You're gonna need to make your food with it to keep you warm and make that special mood for that special lady when she comes by. And all you gotta do is remember this acronym. Another acronym from Broady. That's right, SWEET. S-W-E-E-T. First of all, slippery. Ensure your wood is never slippery. Next, W. You know what? W's for wet. If slippery won't work, wet definitely won't work. Ego. That's the next E. Now, starting a fire's not easy. The next E is for erect. Ensure your wood is erect, like strong wood. Finally, T. T is for technique. If you have the technique, you'll get the heat. That's all you need to know. Now, I'm gonna show you and grab some wood here, and I'm gonna show you that technique right here. As I take one stick and rub it viciously against the other, it'll cause unnecessary heat and friction. Now, as I do this, we're gonna cut to commercial from our sponsors.
This program is brought to you by Chief's Fried Chicken.
Hey, it's me, the Chief. If your heart needs kicking, eat some of my fried chicken.
Now available in seasoned boneless breast meat.
Oh, you're back. Yeah. Hey, so there you go. You know everything you need to know about making a fire, improvised style, with Broady. Because if you got the skills, you still need the will. Oh yeah. Nice and roasty.
Check out my dope hot tub nap, yo. You ain't fully clean till your REZ fully clean, baby. Hop in, getting clean. So fresh and so clean, baby. Yeah.
And now, time for Things Deadbeats Never Say.
You know, instead of watching bimbo bowlers from Buffalo tonight, you want to watch Terms of Endearment?
That was Something Deadbeats Never Say.
Hey, boss. Got the new roadblock campaign pitch here. It's all, well, it's half done, but it's definitely a good start. If you want to have a look at it at your leisure.
Yeah, sure. Excellent. Whatever.
Did you,
You realize the date on here is wrong, right?
did you, see the big game?
You know what? No, I didn't. I was busy going over sales reports. We have some salespeople here who are falling behind.
Okay. I was just wondering if I could talk to you about something.
Oh, speaking of which, I want to talk to you about something as well. You know Frank in marketing, yes?
Yeah, I know Frank.
I was thinking of bringing him on the Roadblock account. Now, he has some great ideas. He's very innovative. I think he can add that little extra panache to the project. And plus, I think he can kind of mentor you. Your sales have been lagging lately, and I think he can really up your performance.
Actually, that's something I wanted to talk to you about, was Frank. Just a little uncomfortable with this.
What's the problem here? We have an open door policy. Speak freely.
I just don't feel comfortable working with Frank. I just don't think that Frank or any of his kind and I would click.
Hey guys, here's Roadblock Ware's next week's cost reports for you, done ahead of schedule. Thank you for inviting me to the big game this weekend.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. You know what? This is great. This is what I'm talking about. Look at Frank. He's ahead of the game. He's always getting things done. The dates are right. It's a week in advance. This is outstanding. And speaking of outstanding, that dip you brought was phenomenal.
I won't tell her you called her that. Found her, brother? All right. Found it. Okay, I'll be just down the hall. If you guys need anything, just don't be afraid to call. I'm right down the hall. Anything that I can do to make your days easier.
What a great guy. Oh, man. So what's the problem with Frank? He's great. He's ahead of the game. He's just, I'm just so proud of him. He's really a huge asset to this company.
I don't want to work with Frank. I don't think he or any of his people should work in this office.
Don't you kind of think you might be generalizing a little bit? Because I remember something just last week. You remember that?
Thanks for coming. We have the pitch here all done for the Roadblock Wear, and I've got the numbers.
Hey, look, guys. Straight up, these shirts are fantabulous. Off the hook! Really, I honestly really think that. And we can sit here, we could talk about numbers all day if you want. What you really want to talk about is how to quadruple sales in 4 months and quintuple them in 4 months in 1 day. Those are the numbers that you really want to talk about, isn't it? Right? Am I right? Yeah, that's right. Pounder brother. All right on. This man right here is just the man to do it and get the job done.
See? There you go. Had Frank not been there, we would have lost that account. You know what? More specifically, you would have lost that account for our company.
I don't want to work with Frank anymore, okay? And I don't think his kind should be allowed to work here. I think they do not belong in this office.
Okay, you're using that they and kind and I don't like this. You are definitely generalizing this, and I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable with this, and I don't like where it's going.
That's how I am. I'm uncomfortable working with those people.
Those people, okay. Oh. All right, yeah, okay. I think I know where this is going.
Thank you.
In this day and age, still today, you don't like Frank because he's native.
What? This has nothing to do with him being native. It's because he's undead.
Undead? You know what's undead around here? Your sales reports are dead. Maybe you should take after Frank and get your sales reports undead and bring up your performance.
No, they shouldn't be allowed to work here. He's a zombie.
No, this is wrong. We have zero tolerance for racial discrimination here in this organization.
No.
You know what? That's done. And you're done.
No!
You don't
more.
like me because I'm native?
Frank, this has nothing to do with being
I'm
native.
escorting you personally out of here.
He's a zombie! He'll eat us all!
Can't we all just learn to get along and love one another?
Click, click, boom. Yeah. Check us out online at bionicbannockboys.com.
It's okay, it's alright. What's your number, baby? I'm going reaching tonight. It's okay, it's alright. What's your number, baby?